You can go straight into your thing.
All right, so obviously don't be this guy doing the headbutt. This is bullshit. You know, you don't want to go here. You do want to keep it down and drive in using this top part way above the hard skull to use your headbutts. Headbutts are great when you've got, you know, double bicep inside trap and you're smashing with the head here, right? I'm just coming forward. It's also useful to just get head position to shift somebody out of the way and move in deeper to a grappling move. We'll demonstrate a few of these examples with a partner here in another video. So what I would like you to understand for knee strikes for us is the beginning knee strike is at the beginning of an altercation. It's the one I close with that acts as both a shield as well as a strike. So as I'm coming up and I'm shifting, that initial knee that's coming up is going to jam anything that enters that space, and that could turn into a strike, especially if a guy drops for a takedown or for a tackle. Right? I want him to eat that strike. Next thing, if you're in deeper, closer, using your sticking, your trapping, what I'm going to do is pull a guy maybe from the side to drive in with the knee, or I might clutch him from a two-on-one, from a head clinch rather, position, or I might have other arms or body. We'll show an insert here in just a moment so you can see that with a partner. Okay, so the key here is that I'm driving in and I'm pulling the opponent to me as I drive the strike into the target that I want. Boom, right? Driving it down. If I need to go to the other side, I just switch step my feet. 1, 2. 1, 2, right? I'm crunching as I'm bringing that knee into him. Another further element, these are short range strikes. So chances are I'm going to need to load with my chest pressure on that opponent so that I can pin his back leg for a beat as I deliver that strike and make sure that he's not going to counter me in that moment or come in and try to strike. Again, we'll go through a couple of examples here with the training partner. A good exercise you can do to practice these. Scott, why don't you come on right here, please? Let's grab a shield. I love the variety of equipment that we use down here because it's all useful to develop different parts. Obviously, you can do knee strikes right here on a heavy bag. A shield is great too. I just want to make sure I'm hitting the center of the shield. I can grab my partner behind the head here to drive in. I can grab one here. I like that grip because I can control both with the forearm and the hook. And then I can grab another hook, knee hook right behind his arm, driving this way. Okay? If we let it go real quick, let's put that down. What's nice is if I've got a partner like this, there's that smash, maybe out of like an initial chicken wing grip. I've got tight grips I can smash. I could be moving in deep where I've got knee control and I'm smashing to the head for a beat. These positions come up all the time, okay? We're gonna show you a video of how that basically looks. But anytime maybe I've clashed with a guy and rotated him, boom, maybe smash, shocking in here, I've got good knee control and I'm hitting. If he's standing up to try to throw a strike, I'm of course just driving that forearm into his face to make sure I can move with him and react to that, or move with that motion rather than have to react against the big strike. I'm going to just take control, shut him down, right? Utilize that. So we're going to use knee strikes in those circumstances. If you have got the double bicep control where I knee strike to the groin, right? Or headbutt to the face, this kind of thing, and I've got good pressure. I'm not going to hang out in this position. But I've got pressure two ways. I've got a hook here and pressure here. And that way, if the guy's trying to come with an uppercut or something, he's getting shut down as I'm going through here. Right? I'm not having to react to that. I've already got it. It's just going to turn them, shift them really fast, really easily. There's no danger that that's going to slip through and nail me. Okay? I want to make sure that I've got good pressure where I can smash, clinch, rock it. Last one on the knee strikes. If I've got him clinched like this, I'll crown his head. I got the blade of my arms in his neck, I've crowned his head, and I'll usually be pushing into him this way, ragdolling him side to side to disrupt his nervous system and overwhelm him. I'll do it gently to Scott so you can get an idea about this. So I've got here, boom, boom. You can see he's fighting for balance as I gently ragdoll him and continue to forward pressure him, forcing him to catch balance, and he's just taking my strikes, right? I can hang out in that position too long. In a later video, we'll talk about transitions. A common transition is going to be something like this, where I shock a guy this way, or crown him and pass, this kind of thing. Very disruptive to a guy, and then you can throw the knee strikes on him. All right? Thank you, sir. Okay, so let's talk about eye strikes. Let's talk about throat strikes. Throat strikes can be incredibly beneficial in a high-stress self-defense situation where you are working for survival, your own personal survival in a nasty situation. Throat strikes can be very useful. Type of throat strikes that you can do. Obviously, you can strike with your punch, your straight punch to the throat. You know, especially as you close and somebody angles up and out to try to open up. These can be important strikes. To find lower surface area, especially in close range, you can strike this way, just using the open part of your arm. Bam, you're just striking here. Obviously, we're not practicing this on a training partner. I'm just demonstrating very, very easily on this person so that you can see what I'm talking about. The way that you can work with pressure is you can use your own arm if you want, so that you can see how not to jam your own thumb. Okay, just use it pretty tight. That's a way to get here. For eye strikes, you can come in right here with the eye strikes. You notice I've got a good alignment here. Fingers together, thumb there. So I can come in and eye strike here and here. Okay? I won't get you. Even a light graze to the eye, guys, you can blind somebody, so we're never training these. You want to train these with pressure, with sticking, in a different exercise. There's plenty of safety glasses out there. I recommend, if you can find them, the fly style safety glasses. They lay pretty flat and they're very wide, and they cover the entire eye. If you're going to use something like that, that's better. I don't like so much the scientist goggles. I don't like swimming goggles, anything like that. It's too easy to puncture this small part and get a black eye. You don't want that. How are you going to go to work tomorrow? And practicing your martial art. This isn't very beneficial, very useful. So find something that's going to work, or just practice in the air. That's fine. If you're in close range, you can also use your thumbs. As I grab the head, right? If I was really looking to eye gouge and to strike here, I'm just going to grab here. As soon as I clap the ears here, I can push in with the hands. I like that angle a lot better. I also like it when I'm taking the back. Right, just grabbing a guy's head like this. Maybe I got one on the chin and just peel his face back. That's another eye gouge opportunity. You can just find your little hooks here as you're pulling them back. So obviously I need to be in tight. I'd be controlling the base, but pulling through here. Again, not something you're going to want to practice with a training partner. Grabbing the eyes. So how do I practice that move? A lot of times when we're practicing high speed with resistance, I'm just controlling through the chin. Right, I'm controlling through the forehead. I'm using these kind of things, building my awareness of how to use pressure as I'm in through there, right? Not grabbing my partner's eyes. But as you start to build that pathway and understanding, thinking about it, practicing it on the bags and so forth, you'll find it's available right there. It's just like any other move, a little bit of awareness and practice goes a long way. So there's for eye strikes and throat gouges, throat strikes, eye gouges, and eye strikes. That's what we're looking for in those tight range situations. All right. Last comment. Sometimes you get somebody that is, for the choking and so forth, this kind of thing, especially if you're much smaller. Maybe I coach my lady students for this especially, but this is valid for men, women, anybody. It doesn't matter. If you're in tight on a situation, whether you're getting choked or maybe you're being smashed on the floor and you need space, one of the fastest ways, of course, I'm going to control here. Yes, he's open for strikes, but a choke, you can go out in very, very little time. You may not have time to strike. We test this quite a bit, where a person crowds their head, they get in choking position. They're not open for the strikes that you think they may be in the time that you've got it. Only if somebody's really extended that they open for a lot of things. So as you're in tight, you can push, right? Just right there, and you notice I did that very gently to Scott, but right in this area here, where there's a gap. I don't care how big the person is, everybody has it. Even if I drop my chin, you can still dig in there. Just take your fingers and shove. Everybody responds to that. There's nobody that's immune to this kind of strike. So you can just drive in to get space, and now you can finish with strikes or overwhelm, break free, whatever it is you're doing. Continue with elbow strikes. So that's a space move. Right, where I'm just jamming right into the throat and driving forward. I don't need to be a big person to do that strike. It's very effective. All right, collar choke, jacket choke, rear naked choke, short choke, hand choke, whatever it is that somebody's doing, you always protect the neck first. That's your first consideration. So if Scott is doing this to me, right, he's choking me, I'm not going to start attacking here, because if my move doesn't work, I'm going out, and every second I'm losing. So if the hands are here, if I wasn't able to counter before, for whatever reason, we didn't start here. I didn't let him just come in and be like, hey, you know, I'll blast his head off if he's coming in, right, to try to choke me. But the reality is, through the scuffle, something might get around you where the pressure's closed, his head is protected from different things, and he's in here, you know, and he's maybe tight. First thing I do is I'm going to wait on him, and I'm going to get weight here, and then I'm going to push his head away to strike, right? I'm going to get space. If I'm smothered on the ground, right, that's another reason. Maybe I'm a smaller person, somebody's on top of me, and I can't bridge and roll him right away. Maybe I can't trap, I'm starting to go out. No way. Protect the neck, start driving in, now you can bridge and roll and get out of that situation safely in a self-defense scenario. So these are the considerations that are really important.